Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at the Enneagram types of the characters from Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek is one of my absolute favourite TV shows. It's a comedy about a rich family who lose all their money and have to move into the middle of nowhere, and about the ridiculous things that happen to them as they're trying to deal with that change of pace. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix in the UK. I don't know, I think it's on Netflix in the US as well. But yeah, I'm going to start with one of my probably favourite characters, which is Alexis.
I'm a little bit of la 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 la, a little bit Alexis.
Alexis loves adventure. You only have to listen to one of her tales of the past to recognise all of the spontaneous and adventurous tendencies that she has.
I have my license in 7 different countries and I have my F class.
Isn't that for transport trucks?
Yes, well I had a lot of people to move.
She's excitable and brings her sunny optimism into everything. She always sees the silver lining. As the show progresses, she learns to commit to her relationships and her career, starting her own PR business, and learns to relax a little bit and not always distract herself with new fun things to do all the time. Which is why I think Alexis is a type 7, the enthusiast.
Oh yay, David! Yay!
She can be a little scattered, but in her heart she is kind and tries to bring her joy into the lives of everyone around her. Now we move on to Johnny, the father of the Rose family.
Hey partner, what's the good word?
Johnny has a strict idea of what is right and what's wrong, and tries to keep his family in line. He believes that there's a right way and a wrong way to do things, especially with business, and he tries to put these opinions onto other people.
You don't see anything wrong with this?
Which I think you can particularly see when David starts his business and Alexis starts her business, as he's constantly trying to give them what he sees as helpful tips and advice that can sometimes come across as a bit too rigid. When he sees Stevie in crisis, he immediately swoops in to try and fix things, which is why I think Johnny is a type 1, the reformer.
Is it true?
Especially with regards to his relationship with Stevie. He's trying to help her to be good and be perfect and make her business the best it can be, as if it's his own personal mission. He has a perfectionistic streak and always tries to do things in the right way, however he sees that to be. Now we move to Stevie.
That person doesn't exist in this town.
Now I struggled a little bit with Stevie because I think we see her at her absolute worst and at her absolute best throughout different moments of the season. So I think it's kind of difficult to type her. And obviously when you're typing fictional characters, they don't always fit into one of the Enneagram types because of course they're fictional characters, so they don't necessarily do things exactly in the way that the Enneagram works. Just like people, you don't always do things exactly how every textbook writes about an Enneagram type. But Stevie's focus to me is trust. When we first meet Stevie, she's suspicious and standoffish and uses humour as a way to deflect people away from her. But as soon as she begins to connect with David and the rest of the Rose family, she is fiercely loyal, dependable and reliable, which is why I think Stevie is a type 6, the loyalist.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing.
She's a little wary and afraid to take risks initially, and would rather stick with what she knows. Her anxiety really comes through when her aunt dies and she inherits the motel because she suddenly has all this responsibility that she's not used to, and she just doesn't know what to do with it. But with a little reassurance from Johnny, she is able to realise her best self and start running the motel herself. This can also be seen when Moira casts her in her version of Cabaret. She works really hard at it eventually, but initially she's really anxious and unsure about it and just wants to drop out and stick with what she already knows. But with some reassurance from Alexis and Moira, she realises her full potential and does an amazing job.
Maybe this time I'll win.
She's a great friend and just needs a bit of reassurance. Patrick is even-keeled and has a calming presence. He is a natural mediator, and especially when dealing with David in his more dramatic moments, he is able to calm him and help him see things from a new perspective.
David, relax. It's gonna be fine.
I think for the most part, Patrick is a really healthy type 9. I struggled a little bit with typing him because I think he's such a healthy type 9. He's got sort of this self-assured confidence, which I think quite often when you see type 9s, particularly in fiction, they're not maybe at their best, so you don't necessarily see this kind of confidence with 9s as much. But I think Patrick has connected with his inner value, and it's only really when his ex-fiancée and when his parents visit Schitt's Creek that we kind of see a bit more of his anxiety come through, and he maybe disintegrates a little bit towards the type 6 a bit more.
I can't shake this fear that there's a small chance that this could change everything.
But I think for the most part, he's optimistic, he's relaxed, and he mediates conversations really well, which is why I think he fits into the type 9. Now we come to one of the most brilliant characters in TV history, Moira Rose. Moira was really difficult to type. I definitely had a lot of different ideas for Moira. Ultimately, Moira is very aware of her image and is always trying to give off the best impression to others. She is naturally confident and is very aware of her own talents. Now, I think she could arguably fit into 8 or even a type 4, but I chose type 3 for Moira, the achiever.
I was less to know I needed help. Then you came along.
8s are not super focused on what others think of them, or at least they don't change their behaviour to appeal to others. Whereas Moira is keen to appeal to others, and when people don't see her value, she melts down and moves to the lethargic qualities of the type 9. At her best, she helps others find their value. We can especially see this when she recruits Stevie to be a part of Cabaret. She really helps Stevie to find her confidence and find her inner value. I decided against the type 4, despite her outlandish style and her more dramatic moments.
What a unanimously disastrous day this is turning out to be!
As deep down, I think she's more afraid of having no worth and being forgotten than for being seen for her true, authentic self. I think this is particularly shown when the internet thinks that she's died and she considers not coming out of the motel to face the press because she'd rather that people thought she was dead than to see her in her worst state. Finally, we come to David.
Hi.
David is very aesthetically driven and aware of the mood he is giving off. He can lean into self-absorption and being dramatic.
Okay, you know what? I'm going through it right now, and I actually think that I might have been the one that insinuated that my business was a failure.
But at his core, he is empathetic and just wants to be seen for his true self. He expresses himself through his wardrobe and his interior design, and wants others to meet him at his level of emotional reactions. This is why I think David is a type 4, the romantic.
Oh my god.
He is driven by his emotions and can become volatile when his needs are not met or his emotions are not validated. And he cares deeply for his friends and family when he's at his best. So that's all the characters I'm doing for today. Obviously, there are so many more characters in Schitt's Creek. And if you'd be interested in seeing me type those, then leave a comment down below. If you disagree with any of the typings that I've done, feel free to let me know down in the comments and let me know what you think. And also, let me know what TV show or film you'd like me to type next. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe down below and give it a like. And if you want to see more from me, follow me on Instagram at Flynn Davies Enneagram. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!